Probably my least favorite trope which goes around these days is old money versus new money. I always see people talking about this. It's, do you prefer the old money fashion or do you prefer the new money fashion? Which one are you? Are you team old money? Are you team new money? Then you look at the comment section and it's people like, man, I'm team old money. I'm team old money. You're team no money. You're team broke. You're team in student debt. There's no such thing as team old money. You're team new money if you ever got money, and right now you don't have any. So what are we talking about? The main reason why this annoys me though, isn't actually that. It's this kind of paradoxical part of human nature where the people who are loudest about a given topic are usually going to be the people who have least experience with it. For example, kind of adjacent to what I just mentioned, you have that whole niche of millionaire versus billionaire. People love this one. You see two cars pulling up in Monaco. One of them's a Lamborghini, he's a millionaire, versus billionaire. And then it's just this old, shabby looking car, that's what a billionaire pulls up in. You would sell your fucking cousin to a goat herder in Outer Mongolia to live the lifestyle of that millionaire. What the fuck are we talking about? Literally, what the fuck are we talking about? It's like, do we all need to cope about having no money by pretending as though we don't want to be the millionaire because he's lame? We want to be the billionaire. Get real. And you know what else this reminds me of? They all sit within the same package of kind of fucking mindset. This reminds me of whenever I go on Twitter, and it's like every 3 months this image pops up. It's like Kevin Gates on the left, and then you have Jack Black on the right. And people go, Kevin Gates, net worth $5 million. Look how he dresses, and he's got like diamonds on, he's got designer, and they're like, Jack Black, $50 million. Oh, but look, he's in just sandals. He's richer, but he's just in sandals. It's like whenever a rich black guy has drip, they always want to find the nearest white guy to compare him to. Like, how do they want us to react to this stuff? Ooh, I'm sorry, massa. Let me put down these Rick Owens and go get some beige khakis from H&M and a button-down t-shirt. I don't want to look like Mark Zuckerberg. I want to look like me. The whole point of this is you have two kinds of people on this earth. You have people who see someone with more than them, and they're like, I'm inspired. I want to go get that. How do I get that? How do I learn from that person? And then you have the other people who see that and they're looking for any avenue to make themselves feel like their life isn't shit. And it's like, okay, but he's a millionaire in a Ferrari, but a billionaire wouldn't flex at all. Who the fuck do you think is buying those $200 million estates in Malibu? Billionaires flex. Everyone flexes. You flex on your neighbor. That's why you have that BMW instead of getting some banger car, which also takes you from A to B. And you know what else? Whilst we're on the topic of that Kevin Gates picture, this is something else that annoys me. People love talking about how the super rich dress really quietly and how the kinda rich dress really loudly. I actually have a really controversial opinion on this. I think the people who dress in unbranded designer are the most stuck in the matrix of anyone who purchases these expensive outfits. And I'll explain to you why. It's gonna blow your mind. I want you to think of two different kinds of people, okay? Both of them are looking for a certain outcome from making a purchase, but they have different ways of getting there. Person number A is your generic hypebeast. He's the guy you're all thinking about. He's got the Louis Vuitton monogram print sweater. It's all over. The chain is shining, diamonds everywhere. It's iced out. He's flexing. He's making sure everyone knows he's got money in the bank. People think that guy is the most stuck in the matrix. But in my opinion, that guy is just looking for an outcome. I mean, what's he really doing? He's just trying to signal to the world he has money. You know, he's trying to, gold diggers hearken, a young nigger hath money. Please, embrace me and pretend as if you love me. That's why he's trying to get an outcome. He's trying to get gold diggers to look at him so he can get a little bit of sex, and that's his target goal. I mean, whether or not you disagree with it, he's taking an action to get an outcome. I don't really consider that person that stuck in the matrix. The person who's really in the matrix are the people who buy unbranded. Oh man, but you don't get it. It's Loro Piana. It's a plain white t-shirt. You bought a plain white t-shirt for £1,000. But you don't get it, man. It's Loro Piana. So what makes it worth £1,000? Well, the stitching, the quality. There is no fucking stitching on this earth that is worth £1,000. The worst part about it is this entire hierarchy of virtue signaling where it's like the loud guy is at the bottom In reality, the person who is purchasing an $1,000 t-shirt that looks the same as the rest is more stuck in the matrix. You know why? Because he genuinely believes it's better. The guy who's buying the Louis Vuitton monogram, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't know whether it's better. He doesn't really care. If I buy this, I get gold diggers. That's the outcome I want. It works. He gets what he wants. The guy who wears nobody else knows that shirt cost $1,000. Nobody else knows that it's Loro Piana. He's the only one who knows. And you know what that means? That means he genuinely believes it's worth the extra money. He's not just trying to get an outcome. He believes in his heart of hearts. He's drank the Kool-Aid so thoroughly that he thinks this designer is worth more just by virtue of being designer. Brother, they make Dior bags for $60 in a factory somewhere on the outskirts of India. You are not paying $1,000 for fashion. You are not paying $1,000 for quality. You're paying $1,000 because you're the fucking play. I'm so sorry to break it to you, but there's nothing mass-produced on this earth which is worth that money when it comes to fashion. You are literally wasting your money. So the question is, what is the moral of the story with regards to everything I've been talking about? The moral of the story is, if you see someone doing better than you in life, don't have your first instincts be to try and figure out how you can feel better than them because someone else has more money than them who's not you. You don't have $1 billion. You're still broke. It doesn't matter if the millionaire wishes he was that billionaire. You're broke. How is that helpful to you? It's not helpful to you whatsoever. So stop coping by saying, well, look at what a billionaire does. Actually, a billionaire dresses in homeless rags and drives an old Toyota. They don't. They don't. They buy $1 million fucking estates in Monaco. Do you think broke people are buying those? It's the billionaires. The moral of the story is, don't cope, be inspired. If you see someone with money, take inspiration and try to learn how to do better in your own life. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Learn or perish.